Introduction to Frank Mele. Today, we're going to look into the life of Frank Mele, an interesting person who has become well-known outside of his family because of how he uses social media. Frank's story of how he and his son Joe Mele went from living in New York to becoming famous on TikTok is a funny, family-centered look at the surprising fame that can come from sharing real moments online. Date of birth, age, birthplace, hometown. Frank Mele is happy to be from New York, but he has made a big difference in the world far beyond his home state. Frank was born on July 2, 1962. His life story shows how powerful social media and family ties can be. Key value. Real name, Frank Mele. Nickname, Frank. Date of birth, July 2, 1962. Age, 61 years. Birthplace, New York, USA. Hometown, New York, USA. Nationality, American. Zodiac sign, Cancer. Religion, not specified. Profession, family member. Social media star. Famous as Frank Mele. Who is Frank Mele? In December 2019, Frank Mele became famous through his son's TikTok account. Because he sounds like a character from a famous Disney movie and has a unique Long Island accent, Frank has become a well-liked person online. This man from New York has become famous for no reason since he started using social media, especially TikTok. Early life and background of Frank Mele. Frank Mele was born and raised in New York. His early years shaped him into a guy who is very close to his family and roots. Even though not many people know much about Frank's childhood, it's clear that growing up in one of the world's most exciting places shaped his personality and values. Career and professional life of Frank Mele. When Frank and his son, Joe Mele, became social media stars together, it was a big change in his business. Frank used to be known as a family member, but his interesting personality and content have helped him make a name for himself as a content maker and social media influencer. Personal life of Frank Mele. Family ties make up a beautiful fabric that is Frank Mele's personal life. Frank loves his wife Karen very much and is a great dad to his two kids, Joe and Nick. His family is the most important thing to him on social media. They are often in his TikTok videos, which is another reason why millions of people love him. Key value. Marital status, married. Wife, husband name, Karen. Sons, Joe, Nick. Net worth and salary. When Frank Mele joined social media, it made him more famous and made him more money. In 2024, Frank's net worth is expected to be $2.5 million. His financial success shows how digital platforms can change people's lives. Key value. Net worth, $2.5 million. Salary, not specified. Social media profiles. Frank Mele's presence on social media has become a significant part of his identity, connecting him with fans and followers across the globe. Key value. Instagram, @FrankMele. TikTok, @Frank-Mele. YouTube, youtube.com/user/Frank-Mele. 10 interesting facts about Frank Mele. Frank Mele was born on July 2, 1962, in New York, United States. He is a well-known person with deep roots in his city. He became a social media star after posting videos on his son Joe Mele's TikTok account. These videos had a unique mix of funny and family-friendly content that connected with millions of people around the world. Frank is well known for his unique Long Island accent, which has become an important part of his online persona and has helped him become very famous on social media sites. He looks a lot like the restaurant reviewer from the Disney movie Ratatouille. In a TikTok video, he dressed up as the character, and the video went viral, getting over 50 million views. Frank Mele's net worth is thought to be $2.5 million as of 2024, which shows how successful he is as a family member who has become a social media influencer and content maker. He is 6 feet 6 inches tall and has brown hair and green eyes, which make him stand out both online and offline. Frank is married to Karen and has 2 sons, Joe and Nick. His boys often show up in his social media posts, which shows how close they are as a family. Frank joined social media late, in December 2019, but he quickly became a well-liked figure online by using his natural charm and the way his family lives to connect with many people. People are mostly interested in his life as a family man and his antics on social media, so they don't know much about his education or early job. Frank Mele's rise from a normal New Yorker to an internet star shows how social media can change people's lives and how regular people can win over millions of people around the world through real, familiar content. Conclusion. Frank Mele went from being from New York to being famous on social media. His story is a current example of how family can bring people together through hard times. His story reminds us of how the internet can take everyday events and turn them into viral hits that make people all over the world laugh and smile.